But if you're constantly getting tagged while your own punches are whizzing past your opponent's face or body, the problem might not be your technique. It's probably your understanding of space. You're putting yourself at a massive disadvantage before the fight even gets going. But what if a single shift in your mindset is the key to flipping this whole script in your fight game? It's the secret that separates an average boxer from a truly dangerous one. Today, we're breaking that down. It's about how you take control, dictate the pace, and become the one who decides when and where the fight happens. Stick around because I'm going to give you a mental framework you can take into every sparring session from now on. It's called S.P.A.C.E. Every boxer knows there's a range where they can hit and be hit. Very few consciously define it. I call it the collision zone. You've got your safe zone where neither of you can land anything clean, and the collision zone. This is where the fireworks happens. Most boxers treat this zone with panic. They either rush in blindly or hang back way too far, totally ineffective. A dangerous boxer sees the edge of that zone. They feel that single step that takes them from safety to danger and back again. Your first job in any exchange isn't to land a punch. It's to gather data. Step in, feint, see the reaction, step out. You're figuring out exactly where their collision zone begins and ends relative to yours. Once you can see that zone clearly, you stop reacting and start dictating. Everything else in this framework is built on this foundation. Now that you can see the zone, you have two basic choices: take space or give space. P here is for push, taking space. This is forward movement, purposeful pressure that puts your opponent on their heels. It's not just walking forward into the collision zone. It's about closing space on your terms, cutting off the ring or leading them where you want them. Reading distance here by understanding your collision zone is key. If you are pushing in and they aren't moving, that's neither negotiating space nor manipulating it. You have to be conscious of your own threat. This is the opponent in the gym or the ring who stands and swings. Every time you enter, they stay and swing while you are moving in and moving out. This can also be the sparring partner or fighter who doesn't move but swings after an exchange. If you dictate space, you can cause them to miss every time. A in this framework is for away, giving space. Arguably, this is one of the most underrated skills in boxing. Moving back isn't retreating, it's a weapon. It resets you, makes them miss, and sets up your counters. When they reach for you, they're off balance and open. That's your cue to pivot and fire back. If you move in and out effectively, you can help reset the time in the fight by managing the space between you and the fighter on the other end. Space controls the time it takes for you to land in the collision zone. Creating space at the right time keeps your opponent off balance because they keep missing the collision zone they are trying to hit. Here's something advanced. When you are retreating, treat it accordingly by having a plan for creating space. This is the counterattacker's game. Think about a sparring partner in the gym or a fighter who is more aggressively pushing in on you. You can retreat and cover, like manipulating space and use other defensive actions. But if you learn to give space and strike at the collision that is now moving toward you, you lead them into what you want to happen. This is you staying in control of the fight at all times. Ali was great at this. It seemed like he would use various different tactics, but they all converged as counterattacking at its best. He made his opponents miss and then he hit them. He created space, but it was strategic and purposeful to allow the other fighter to enter a collision zone he dictated. Space control is a two-way street. When you push, their instinct is to give ground. When you move away, their instinct is often to follow. Once you see that you can lead your opponent around the ring, you stop reacting to them and start making them react to you. E is for even, the master level. Both fighters giving and taking space at the same time. Feints, twitching, both reading the other a split second before they commit. The fighter who wins these exchanges reads the tell, a weight shift, a shoulder drop, and either slips it or smothers it first. 3 drills you can use to build this. Number 1, leader-follower, gloves down. One person moves forward, back, side to side. The other manages distance, staying right on the edge of range. This trains your eyes to see the zone. Number 2, touch the shoulder. No punching. Push in to score a touch. Move away to evade theirs. Trains your push and away. Number 3, 1 full sparring round. Space only. Don't worry about landing big shots. Just run space, S.P.A.C.E, in your head. See the zone, push, move away. Notice how they copy you. Feel for the even exchanges. All right, let's lock this in. S, see the collision zone. P, push. Take space with purpose and make the ones who just stand and swing miss you clean. A, away. Give space as a weapon. Set the trap like Ollie did. C, copy. Manipulate their reaction. E, even. And if you can win that exchange, you win the high-speed sweet science match at the edge of range. This isn't theory. It's a practical checklist. Next time you're sparring and feel overwhelmed, run through it. Am I seeing the zone? Should I push or give ground? How are they copying me? Try this in your next session and tell me how it goes in the comments. Now, you can be great at space management, but if you have poor timing, things can still feel like you're missing a piece of the puzzle. I've broken that down next. Watch that video.